Hong Kong owes much of its success as an international financial center to its role in facilitating investment from and to mainland China. Its solid and clear legal framework is also a major attraction. But is this starting to change? The Bankers Asia editor, Stefania Palma, was in Hong Kong at the height of the protests that were challenging legal foundations of some political processes. Stefania, do you think that this is also starting to affect the legal framework of the financial sector?
Well, basically, in terms of when you look at Hong Kong's relationship with mainland China and in terms of the financial sector dynamic, it is definitely a reality that China is becoming decreasingly dependent on Hong Kong for economic growth. In fact, around 20 years ago, Hong Kong accounted for around 15% of China's growth, whereas if you fast forward to today, that number has shrinked to 1.7%.
So already this is changing a little bit, the dynamic.
Exactly.
What about the legal perspective?
Exactly. However, one of the key attractions that remain absolutely crucial in attracting foreign investors and foreign money into Hong Kong, which makes it sort of one of the key financial centers in Asia, is its stellar rule of law, which is absolutely efficient, it is very, very transparent and very reliable. Now, given basically thus the Hong Kong protests, the reason why they kicked off is all about interpreting what the Basic Law and Joint Declaration in Hong Kong really mean. So when you have such fierce constitutional debates, one should probably ask oneself where to look closely at the development of the rule of law and of the judicial system in Hong Kong, because it is so key for Hong Kong as a financial center.
And when you were in the city, you obviously spoke to a number of bankers and investors. What did they say? Are they concerned at all about this?
So clearly their response is very positive and looking sort of in the long term. They think that Hong Kong can retain its competitive advantage. And I have to say, if you look at it right at this moment, it is quite true. I mean, Hong Kong banks are still very competitive for specific services that still tie it very much to the mainland. So for example, if you look at the growing outward direct investment from China to other countries, it's been ballooning. It apparently will surpass foreign direct investment into China. And Hong Kong banks are still the best placed to service this kind of dynamic because of their international platforms and their international networks. So in addition to that, also Hong Kong remains the center for the dim sum market. And in the first half of 2014, it broke all records in terms of issuance volumes with new investors and new issuers. So this market itself is also becoming very mature.
Okay, so there are a couple of perhaps question marks, but the mood is still not too concerned at the moment. What about challenges in terms of other Chinese growing financial centers such as Shanghai?
So I guess the one key difference that still remains is the different rule of law. So whereas the rule of law in Hong Kong, although there are a few questions in that respect at the moment because of the protests, still remains very much, I guess, more transparent in the eyes of the financial community, whereas sometimes the financial centers or the rule of law in mainland China, unfortunately, does not necessarily have the same reputation. However, it is very true that Shanghai itself, you can see that the Chinese Communist Party is very much focused on trying to develop Shanghai as a financial center with the pilot free trade zone. We also have the Hong Kong Shanghai Stock Connect, which is a pilot program that should be launched very soon, that allows for very easy flow and investment in stocks between Hong Kong and the mainland.
So Hong Kong is safe as a leading Asian financial center, one of the leading financial centers of the world. For now. But things are perhaps starting to change.
Exactly. The key words are for now, yes.
Thank you so much for your comments.
Thank you.